It's another Thank God Friday edition of Money Moves from here at the FMDQ studios in Lagos. I am Melissa Enoch.
And I am Grace Agbaragu here at the FMDQ Archives in Lagos. Hope you've all had a great week so far.
All right, then let's start off with your news now. Old Mutual Zimbabwe has hosted the third edition of its flagship Better Futures Summit, a platform driving dialogue and action toward a more inclusive and sustainable future. This year's theme, Shifting Forward, Digital Innovation, Inclusion, Confidence, highlights how technology, inclusivity, and trust can be leveraged to create lasting value for communities and stakeholders. Let's pay attention.
Thinking about the future as we make choices today, financial and non-financial thinking is an anchor to sustainability. Innovation is the next part, perhaps, that will occupy much more space. That's my fear because of how topical innovation and digital innovation is today. But the essence of our discussions and perhaps our discourses in that space is we do face myriads of challenges. And how do our products, our services, effectively address our needs as customers, as communities today?
In Eswatini, FNB Eswatini has released its 2024-2025 annual financial results. Chief Executive Officer Thokozani Dlamini and Chief Financial Officer Jabulo Dlamini walked through the numbers, shared key highlights, and reflected on the bank's performance over the past year. Let's listen to them.
In terms of economic reforms, if we start off with corporate tax reform, the Eswatini Revenue Services has reduced the corporate tax rate from 27.5% to 25%, effective 1 July 2024, a strategic move aimed at stimulating business investment and encouraging economic growth. If we look at increased competition in the banking sector, on the other hand, Eswatini is experiencing an increase in competition in the financial services sector with the entry of new banks. We've seen Swaziland Building Society now converting or in the process of converting to a full-on commercial bank. And we've also seen the introduction of Letshego Eswatini Bank, who have a provisional license currently. So banks will need to differentiate themselves, providing value-added services and tailored solutions to retain and grow their customer base. Together, these developments signal a more dynamic business environment in Eswatini, one that encourages investment, innovation, and enhanced customer choice. From a sustainability perspective, the global economy is experiencing increasing pressure from climate-related risks, from extreme weather events to resource scarcity. Businesses and investors are recognizing that sustainability is no longer optional. In terms of economic reforms,
in Namibia, the Global African Hydrogen Summit 2025 has come to an end in Windhoek. The three-day summit was hosted by the Namibian government and brought together ministers, investors, business leaders, and experts to spotlight Africa's emerging role in the global hydrogen economy. Let's listen.
Allow me to highlight the outlook for a dynamic and exemplary green hydrogen sector in Namibia. Namibia also will benefit from a grant for skills development in the green hydrogen value chain under the Team Europe initiative OPVET. This grant is likewise financed by the European Commission DG INPA and the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development. The Ignite Green Hydrogen project will be led by the Namibian University of Science and Technology, NUST, working hand in hand with private sector actors such as Hyphen, Hydrogen Energy, and Zero, as well as TVET stakeholders as in NAM Water Corporation and the Namibian Institute of Mining and Technology to advance skills, employment, and innovation in this promising sector. Allow me.
In Zimbabwe, the Zimbabwe Electricity Transmission and Distribution Company has signed a $210 million financing agreement with Afrexim Bank to upgrade the country's power infrastructure. The funds will drive grid modernization, smart metering, and anti-vandalism efforts aimed at improving reliability and efficiency across Zimbabwe's energy sector. In earnings news, Zico Holdings has posted a half-year profit of 3.2 million ZiG to June 30, 2025, marking a recovery from a 1.7 million ZiG loss in the same period last year. Revenue climbed to 2.1 million ZiG from 689,591 ZiG, while rental income lifted other income to 6.1 million ZiG. The group declared no dividend but projects a stable outlook supported by tight monetary policy and positive growth prospects. In Nigeria, Lagos State, in partnership with the Debt Management Office, has hosted an investors briefing in Lagos. The session provided insights into the state's financial strategy, debt management framework, and investment opportunities across key sectors. Financial literacy at the Euromoney Capital Markets Award 2025. The recognition highlights its programs like the Stock Market Education Initiative, Investia Academy, and the My Investia simulation game, along with partnerships with universities and associations to boost investor trust and market culture. I am Melissa Enoch, and that's it on News Now for this Friday. The story continues after the break with Grace at the FMDQ Archives Room for our Markets Round. Welcome back to Money Moves. Let's now go over to Grace for our market updates. Hello there, Grace.
Hi, Melissa. Now let's track the market's final session for the week, starting off with the equities. Here in Nigeria, the NGX All-Share Index closed at the negative, down 0.09%. The BRVM in Abidjan also fell 0.07%. In North Africa, the EGX is closed for the weekend, while Morocco's MASI rose 0.03%. And in South Africa, the JSE gained 0.59%. Now let's do a quick round on some of the Pan-African currencies. The Rand is 0.15% to 17.39 Rand per dollar, while the Egyptian pound also slipped 0.15%. The CFA franc was marginally lower, down 0.05%, while the Kenyan shilling remained unchanged at 129.21. Meanwhile, the Moroccan dirham strengthened 0.17%, and the naira inched down 0.02% to 1,501 naira 58 kobo at the official window. Let's switch into the commodities data deck, beginning with energy prices. Oil prices firmed today, with Brent crude up 2.15% at $67.80 per barrel, and US WTI gains 1.96%. Nat gas rose 0.20%, and ROBOB gasoline climbed 1.40% to $2 as of 13:08 GMT. Now, finally, two soft prices. Cocoa fell 0.24% as coffee gained 1.35%. Cotton slipped 0.52%, while palm oil advanced 1.37%. Sugar fell 0.61% to $16.40 as at 13:11 GMT. And that's our Money Moves markets for this weekend. Over to you, Melissa.
Grace, thank you very much for those market updates. And that's it for today's edition of Money Moves. From all of us here at the FMDQ studios, we say thank you for watching, and we do hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.